What do you bring to the table?
I'm not going to answer this question. This is just something that...
Chat. This video is very important. You need to be able to see. Like, this shit is as clear as day. If you miss it, you're a simp, 100% convicted, and you need saving. A certain type of saving that not even Superman or Spider-Man could provide. Like, you look at this shit right here, and you cannot read. Like, I wouldn't even say in between the lines because this shit is as clear as day. Just listen to this shit.
What do you bring to the table?
I'm not going to answer this question. This is just something that I wouldn't answer in a date. I'm not going to answer here. I'm not going to answer how many books I've read.
Okay, what do you expect men to bring to the table?
Integrity, clarity, consistency, a strong connection to divinity, not necessarily religion, but some kind of purpose-based lifestyle, emotional availability, emotional maturity.
So what is the female equivalent of that?
The same.
Then why wouldn't you just say that at the table?
You ask a girl, yo, what do you bring to the table? Wow, I'm not going to talk about that. What can a man bring to the table? She start listing
What do you bring to the table?
She start listing out a million things. What's beneficial for her? It's her to gain. But what do you bring to the table? I'm not answering that. What does a nigga bring to the table? Let's just say some shit like that.
I'm not going to answer here. I'm not going to answer how many books I've read.
Okay, what do you expect men to...
She said, I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to be that. I'm not going to expose that to the public eye or whatever. Okay, what does a nigga bring to the table?
Bring to the table.
Integrity, clarity, consistency, a strong connection to divinity, not necessarily religion, but some kind of purpose-based lifestyle, emotional availability, emotional maturity.
So what is the female equivalent of that?
Come on, bro.
The same.
Then why wouldn't you just say that at the table?
Exactly. You can't make this shit up, right? Red and Leaf said, y'all believe if you expect a girl to be a virgin, you have to be too. And that applies with everything. If you want your partner to be something, then you be it too. You want her to be kind, you should be kind too. You want her to be feminine, you should be masculine, right? And I agree with that. But unfortunately, we live in a different time. We live in 2025. That's not the thing nowadays. Like it is actually like it is being made cool for these hoes to be out here, popping that pussy, sucking cock, gargling semen. And also to the guys to a degree, like it's being made cool. Like, yo, go fuck bitches. But again, if these women were behaving and moving under feminine energy, this erratic behavior from men wouldn't even be a thing. Like I always say this shit, like yo, I always tell my homegirls this, like yo, if you living with your nigga, when your nigga wake up, you suck his dick and you drain that nigga out of all his semen in the morning. The last thing that nigga mind is being out here cheating on you, my nigga. If you ain't arguing with the nigga, if you ain't yelling at the nigga, if you was being a feminine bitch, nigga will never cheat on you. That's a fact. The nigga will not cheat on you. And if the nigga ever do, if niggas ever do, which will be a very low percentage, niggas will feel guilty about that shit. To the point that niggas might even tell you, like, yo, I'm so sorry, start crying, all types of shit. So you can really be a virgin if you want to. Nobody's forcing your hand. I'm told when everyone says I'm handsome, yeah, I saved myself for marriage, bro. I ain't gonna lie. To each his own. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I grew up in an environment where a lot of bitches have to get slayed. Slayed. I'm very masculine niggas. I'm from New York, by the way. A lot of these bitches have to get slayed. I'm trying to tell you, at the current moment in time, they didn't feel like there was another way to go about the situation. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, let's continue with the video.
When he asks you,
what do you bring to the table?
I'm not going to answer this question. This is just something that I wouldn't answer in a date. I'm not going to answer here. I'm not going to answer how many books I've read.
Okay, what do you expect men to bring to the table?
integrity, clarity, consistency, strong connection to divinity, not necessarily religion, but some kind of purpose-based lifestyle, emotional availability, emotional maturity.
So what is the female equivalent of that?
The same.
Then why wouldn't you just say that at the table when he asks you?
What do you bring to the table?
Again, women are honestly not really interested in what they can do for you. Again, there's possibilities when it's likely to be, she genuinely wants to be able to be caring for you, respectful, loyal, these other nature. Like, what do I bring to the table? This is what I bring to the table. She starts listing out all wifey material characteristics and things that she can do for you. For me, sometimes it is genuinely like that, and sometimes girls you don't even gotta ask her, but she's already doing it, type shit. But nowadays, what is being glamorized, what is being motherfucking put out there in the frontier is that, yo man, fuck that nigga. What can I get out of him more than what I could do for him, or even at an equivalent level? Like, that's not even a thing nowadays. You feel me? And that is always my concern. That is always my problem with the way society is heading today. You feel me? It's not that niggas don't want to do shit. It's not that I don't want to do shit as a man. It's not that I don't want men to do shit or put in the effort. Right? I don't mind putting in the effort. I want dudes to put in the effort. That's what we do. But these bitches need to be a little more submissive, a little more feminine. They need to be more feminine. They need to be more caring. They need to live more in their feminine energy. That's what I'm saying. I'm just asking for those things, and then we'll be able to be men. I mean, I will be able to be a man. Like, I'm always be a man regardless of the fact. I'm saying I got too much testosterone running through my body. Pause. But I'm just saying that, like, for me to actually take it serious and look at her in a plateau of like wifey material, you need to start being able to know what you can do for a nigga like me, so that you just expect the shit from a nigga like me. That makes motherfucking sense. But yeah, Raiden Leap said, yo, do you remember your first love kiss? I remember my first kiss. I don't remember my first love because I never had one. You know what I'm saying? I had a few crushes, but love, nah, not a thing for me. I wish. Again, that's how I said it. I just said this multiple times, like throughout my streams, throughout my videos. Yo, I wish it was as simple as just, I wish it was as simple, and I wish it was as clear as, you know what? I like you. I like this girl. She likes me, for me, not because of what I got going on or anything of the sort. And then we get together, have kids, married, live happily ever after. I wish life was like that, but unfortunately, it's not like that, right? No, and I agree. It is harder to find love if you have too much sex. Yo, Raiden Leap, yo, you speaking facts, brother. You speaking facts. And I'm single right now because of that. Because the more you run through holes, you start to really see how these bitches really move. It is harder. I get pickier. You get pickier. I'm more picky now than what I was when I only fucked two bitches. When I only had two bitches under my resume, or when I had no bitches under my resume, when I was just a virgin running around and shit. You're right. I was less picky. I was less worried about a lot of shit. But now I'm worried about a million things when I'm fucking with a bitch. But yeah.